Welcome to the Multi-Orgasmic Mama podcast, where sexy motherhood taboos are broken. I'm Tilly Storm, holistic sex and jade egg coach and tantric sex teacher, all-around pleasure and prosperity advocate, and mama of two. If you are looking to get the spark back in your sex life and relationship, if you'd like to revive desire and feel sexy again without hormones, years of therapy, or trying things that don't feel authentic in the bedroom, then download my free Ignite Your Desire e-guide at www.tillystorm.com/e-guide. This episode is brought to you by the Sensually Embodied Woman Collective. If you're ready to remove all your blocks to pleasure, turn on and feeling confident and sexy in your body through my paid programs and offerings, then head to www.tillystorm.com today. Hey there, hot mamas and papas. I have a quick announcement for you before we go into today's content and episode. And that announcement is that the Tantra for Lovers program and my in-person Tantric Activation VIP experience with me here in person in New Orleans, Louisiana, is open for enrollment, but only until April 8th, 2021. So if you have been listening in over these last several episodes all on Tantra and the Tantric path, then I would love for you to go ahead and head to www.tillystorm.com/Tantra and see if it sounds like a full fuck yes to you. If it is a fuck yes to you and you're so excited and ecstatic to hop on a call with me to discuss the program and see if it's right for you, then all you need to do is schedule a call and we will discuss. But you only got until April 8th, 2021 to do so. I don't know when I'm going to launch this program again. It's not one that I launch often, so get those application calls in, my loves. All right, now here is today's episode. Hey there, my loves. Welcome back to the Multi-Orgasmic Mama podcast. Guess what just happened? I got a new Facebook account. Yeah. I am so excited. Yes. For those of you who have been following me on Facebook, my name has been Lacey Broussard on there. And for the last year and a quarter, I have been doing everything I possibly can to try and change my name on there. And they would not let me change it. They would never even respond to a single email that I sent them. I can't even tell you how many emails I sent them. Anyway, the saga is now over and I now have a brand new Facebook account and it feels so amazing to start over with a clean slate. But hey, I gotta tell you though, like my Facebook timeline is looking pretty damn sparse. So if you would like to follow me on there, friend request me, you can do so if you search for Tilly Storm, but you're gonna have to take out the M and put two N's in place because they've literally banned the name Tilly Storm with an M. So it's just, sometimes I can't get over the hoops I have to jump through with these people. But when you deactivate and delete your account, it actually doesn't delete until 30 days. So I'm hoping that I'm able to change it to the correct spelling of the name and around mid-April. But until then, we're stuck with Tilly Storm with two N's. Anyway, well, you know, the best thing about having a new account is that I have this clean slate and I am totally excited to be able to share more of my truth and more of me, to share more of me. And it feels safe. Like for some reason I had people on there that weren't quite my people anymore. And after this whole year of 2020 last year is kind of crazy. And a lot of people that I once loved and, you know, loved to talk to, it was like suddenly I could no longer be friends with them because of how political everything got. So anyway, I have always been pretty shy around posting political stuff, what I really believe in, and sharing my thoughts and opinions on things because they have been so politicized this past year. I've just been scared to be seen and heard. I mean, do you feel that way too? How many of you don't say anything because you're afraid that someone's going to come and attack you or just totally blast you and think you're like the most awful person on the planet because you don't agree with them? Well, with cancel culture still in full force, there just seems to be no one in sight to how far away we're getting away from some of the philosophical ideals that the United States has always been like a thought leader, the world of free speech and thought, right? But even though some of my principles and views that I'm going to share with you today, even if you don't agree with them, just know that there's always room to agree to disagree in my world. And it's not that way for a lot of people, but it is for me. What I found is that on my old account, I was censoring myself from saying things that I truly believe in that are like really big deals for me, right? I wasn't really sharing my heart and my soul, and I'm vowing with this new account to never censor myself again in this way, and having a podcast and being able to just be bold and just fucking don't care, what people think anymore. So I'm not here to please you. I'm not. If you don't like it, if you don't like my views, if you can't stand my views, if you can't make enough space in your own life for people who disagree with you, then you can totally unsubscribe from this. You're not going to hurt my feelings, and I don't really care. So with that said, I'm going to share with you 4 things that I stand for that may or may not have anything and everything to do with sex and relationships at the same time. The first, free fucking speech, bitches. Yes, I am with the cancelers of cancel culture. I mean, come on, people. Progressivism has become regressive. We have gone from reversing a lot of fucked up shit in this world around colonialism and racism to eradicating the one thing that got us to trying to eradicate these issues in the first place. Free speech. If we can't express ourselves and our beliefs and not feel like we're being attacked, this is regressive, okay? So I did a whole podcast episode on free speech in and out of the bedroom. Yes, this has everything to do with you censoring yourself in and out of the bedroom too, so I encourage you to go listen to that episode. I did that one back in January 2021. Go check it out. The second principle that I stand for is total and radical self-responsibility, bitches. If you're a whiner and you love to play victim, or maybe you play the biggest victim card and you wear that as a badge of honor, we are not for each other. Nope. My work is for bold, courageous future forgers who will take full and radical responsibility for their plot in life. They're willing to take responsibility for their sexual, their vulnerability, and relational hangups, and they're bold and courageous enough to do something about it. They don't sit around waiting for their partner to change or to come up with generalized statements like, oh, the only thing men want is to have sex with me. And they certainly don't blame others or demand things from others because they don't have what they want. Oh, no. No. The people I invite in my world, the people that I invite to work with me, are all about personal development, doing what they can with what they've got, and growing and expanding the realm of possibility for themselves. They take action. They are not victims. They are willing to rise up to the occasion, to change and to transform themselves because they will do whatever is necessary to make their dreams and their desires come true. They are not victims. So one of the most beautiful things about people who take total and radical self-responsibility for their sex lives and relationships and their money and their career is that they become true magicians and witches, true alchemical masters to transform what isn't working into something that does. They are the people who can go down the tantric path and create wealth in all the ways, not just money, but a wealth of time, abundance of time, wealth and abundance of resources, wealth and abundance of a sex drive, wealth and abundance of power, and all of the things. But people who play victims and whine, they can never be magicians or alchemists. They're too busy whining. They're too busy being a victim to engage with magic and to learn that path. The third principle that I stand for is body autonomy, bitches. Yep, I am a home birther, an anti-big pharma, anti-vaxxer, and I don't wear masks when I can get around it. Wow. Whew, that felt good to say. Yep. You know what's really cool about body autonomy views? It also means that I don't care what your choice or decision is. If it suits you, cool. You do you, and I'm gonna do me. Just don't tell me what to do with my body because it's mine. And whether you agree with me or not, just know that there's room for you here. I'm not here to convince anyone what they should believe in. Okay, we can all agree to disagree. I just expect the same courtesy. If everyone truly and deeply believed in body autonomy, though, what would that mean for a lot of women? Well, it would mean that women would be liberated and free in their bodies because they would truly, deep down in their bones, know that their pleasure is for them, that it's not actually for everyone else but them. And this is exactly the opposite message of what we get fed from birth. The message that our pleasure is for men, that pleasure is only for men, that we should seek to give men pleasure. But what about women? Well, guess what, honey? Your pleasure is for you, and you get to decide who you want to share it with. If you really believed in body autonomy and knew it in your bones, you could have this. Again, not trying to change your point of view or views, but it is there for you if you want it. Okay, number 4, the fourth principle that I stand for is celebrating the differences between men and women, bitches. Yep, I am a trained scientist. I have a biology and chemistry degree, and I also have a master's degree in environmental science. Don't go skewing science for your political agenda. Nope, men and women are different, and we can celebrate that. We can be accepting and welcoming of people LGBTQIA+, whatever, and still celebrate our differences. We don't need to homogenize our polarities or to deny biological binaries in order to become loving and accepting humans. And God forbid we continue skewing science to fit political agendas. Hopefully this isn't the end of science or the scientific method, but it's rapidly starting to look that way, unfortunately. Anyway, whatever you believe, just know I love you. I love all of my listeners, no matter what your beliefs or opinions are, because evolution can't go on if we can't agree to disagree. We're all here to become the most fully alive and vibrant humans as we possibly can be, and shutting down our voices, censoring ourselves to try and bend and shape into a mold that will fit into society, it will not allow us full aliveness. And I am here to live a full, vibrant, alive life. So embrace who you are, share what you think, use your voice, and for God's sake, stop being a victim and go apply for Tantra for Lovers now so you can learn the art of better sacred sex with your partner and stop feeling like, oh, I'm never going to have the relationship or sex life I want with my partner and I'm just going to sit around and wait for them to change. Don't be a victim. Just go apply. It's really that simple. And it really is possible to have the sex life and the relationship of your dreams. You do have the power and the control, and I can show you how. But you're only going to start if you go apply at www.tillystorm.com/tantra. All right, my loves, see you all next week, and be bold and courageous.